From September 10th, Denmark will remove all domestic restrictions related to COVID-19. In a news release, Danish Minister of Health Magnus Heunicke said the country's high vaccination rate means the pandemic is under control in Denmark and is no longer a critical threat to society. The move means Danes will no longer need to show a coronavirus certificate to enter restaurants, nightclubs or large events. However, the travel and border restrictions remain in place for now. Back on March 10, 2020, Denmark classified COVID-19 as an illness that posed a critical threat to society. This gave the government power to introduce severe restrictions on everyday life. Schools, kindergartens, universities and many public buildings were closed. The restrictions have been in place since then, although many restrictions have been lifted in recent months. Today, a valid coronavirus certificate, proof of vaccination or a negative test, is required to enter many restaurants, attend soccer games or visit fitness centers. On September 10th, the classification of COVID-19 will be downgraded, which ends the legal basis for many of the restrictions. From that date, a coronavirus certificate won't be required. More than 70% of the Danish population are now fully vaccinated, according to official figures. Heunicke said this progress was the driving factor behind the decision. The epidemic is under control, we have record high vaccination rates. As a result, on September 10th, we can drop some of the special rules we have had to introduce in the fight against COVID-19. Unfortunately for some international travelers, Denmark's entry restrictions will remain in place for the time being. That's because they are controlled not by the pandemic law but by a separate political agreement. That agreement is set to expire at the end of October, but there is no news yet as to whether it may be extended. Denmark's border rules are based on a color-coded system that now allows most people from the EU/EEA or OECD countries who are fully vaccinated or can present a negative test to visit the country. At present, fully vaccinated Americans and Canadians can enter Denmark for any purpose. Those not considered to be fully vaccinated must present a negative test result and must also take a test upon arrival. Those planning a trip should check carefully Denmark's definition of fully vaccinated.